podcastjuice.net.
Crime. Let's get it together. Education. Let's get it together. Marriage. Let's get it together. Politics. Let's get it together. Full circle. Poverty. Let's get it together. Race. Let's get it together. Full circle. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Full Circle Podcast Show, episode number 45. I am Darryl E. McCullough, the same poet. A. Whitney Petty is off, and so is Carmen.
What kind
they will be
show
missed.
is this going to be then?
Yeah. Well, we're going to have a great time because Erica, the fitness guru, is here.
Hey.
And we're going to try to keep the show G-rated.
Oh, really? So that's what happens when it's just me and you?
No.
A guest?
No, you bring a little R to the show. You bring a little PG-13.
Not R. Kelly, though, right? Just
No.
R. Okay,
No.
because I was about to be offended.
Right.
Offended
Wow.
it twice.
And also we have joining us for our special in-studio guest is the founder of Sonya Organics, the urban farmer with a ton of natural products, Toledo's own Sonya Flunder McNair. How are you today?
Sonya, you don't even look like an urban farmer. You look like chic girl. That's a chic farmer.
I wanted to change that.
Oh, that look, I love
Yes,
it. So,
yes.
so what's up with that? Give us some more.
Yeah, tell us about yourself,
Okay,
please.
tell us why you the
First of
new
all,
urban
thanks
farmer.
for having me on.
Yes.
And I did want to change that stereotype. And maybe more people will join me. So, my name is Sonya. I am the founder of Sonya Organics. And I am glad to be here. I know I said that, but I'm super happy.
Well, that normally happens when you're very happy.
Yes.
Darryl and I can pass positive vibes when we're not right next to each other. It's better like this.
Yes,
Right.
I'm getting both sides. Both sides. So what I do in the community is I'm trying to revitalize spaces, open spaces into green spaces, and I'm trying to create an awareness for health, eating the right foods, growing your own food, and teaching the children in the schools.
Now, you brought a lot of things here for us. And trust me, I'm taking everything that's here.
Please eat. Please eat.
Tell us about, what do you have here?
So I brought some tomatoes from my garden because I wanted you guys to see.
Now they're all different colors though. This one is like almost. Is this like just a really right? It's
So
like
that's black cherry.
okay. You
Do
guys
you have
to
any
see
white
this.
cherries? I like,
Darryl, you know what? Can you finish explaining this tomato, you guys? It looks like it has a bad weave. And when you say that, but it's very dark. I've never seen it. It's not green though. It's a dark like Darryl.
Exactly.
I'm not red or brown or black. Or,
The
what's
top
that?
of this is dark
Boogie
like
Down,
you, Darryl.
KRS-One. Remember him? I'm brown from the Boogie,
Look it
Down.
down. So
I
these are
know
really neat.
hip-hop.
So
Yes,
you
they
grow
are.
these yourself.
Yes, we grow. The kids now are growing with or without me. They've learned enough to take care of their gardens.
That's right. You have a growing club also that you help children like in the urban areas to learn how to grow their own food. Is that correct?
Yes, we do. We're it's called Jones Leadership Garden.
Oh, now the principal, Willie, is it Willie Ward? What?
No, that's
Oh.
MLK, and we're hoping to get MLK to join us
Oh,
in
wow.
as well. We have the great Ward Barnett.
Ward Barnett. I'm sorry. Don't tell him I've got it mixed up there. Hope you're not listening.
Wow.
Well, listen, don't comment.
Now, I will say this briefly, and I know we got to move, but
Yes.
I told her before she came in, I knew she told me she had some things, and I was like, man, I need some lotion. Something's going on with my hands. So I asked her, do you have any lotion? And she says, here, try this. And she gave me this product, and
Don't give Darryl
I'm telling
lotion. I mean, you already messed. Darryl,
I feel great.
Even the redness is
he
gone.
feels great, and you gave him lotion. Sonya, can you please not give Darryl lotion?
And this is, I don't know.
In his hand.
What
He
did
really
you what did
needed
you
it.
what did you put on? What
See,
what
he
is this?
can't even believe it.
Because he
can't believe it.
Because the
Because I
lotion
would
went
like-
everywhere.
I would like
See?
this. I
Yeah.
want to feel like
Here
this
we go.
all over my body with this product. Now,
He
what is
said
that?
I was going to make the show, not G. You were gonna say it me.
No, it's you know me.
The extra
People
hand
always
gestures.
ask, Darryl, how's your skin tone so even? I
Yes.
use 1 part glitter, 1 part cocoa butter. With this product, I don't have to do that.
He's not lying. He's not
That is so
lying though.
funny.
That's what's so funny.
Well, I'm glad that you got a chance to use it instead of just, get to look at it here. So this is your unrefined shea butter.
And it's perishable. That's
It's
what
perishable.
I love.
Everything that's organic is. So if it doesn't die, you don't want it.
Right.
Wow. Well, I love that. So
That's
awesome.
how I eat my meat dead. So I want my lotion dead too.
I don't want to talk about
Okay. Well, you ready to get on into, let's see what's going on?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Cool.
Oh, we're real excited. So let's get ready. And I'm going to do my best Carmen I can here because we love Carmen. We missed you, girl.
I wish I could have met her.
I know. Carmen's awesome. But let's get ready for another fun and exciting show from the perspective of a liberal, a conservative, and an independent state of mind. Today's topic was picked by our own in-studio guest. Where you at, girl?
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, see, that's a Rogers thing. Whoop, whoop. Both went to Rogers, right?
That must be a city school.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm from the suburb.
From our studio guest, Sonia, and also our special calling guest. Now, is this Teray Holmes? Did I say that right?
Yeah, you know
Teray?
what? Yeah.
I love it. See, I can do those ethnic names. They chose for us to discuss a topic, health and wellness life coaches. Who's your guru, right? Sonia will speak on the health portion, and Teray will speak on the wellness portion with her expertise on marriage, on her 3 keys to bouncing back faster after a breakup or a divorce. So a couple of us need to listen to this just in case, right?
Right.
We will tackle this topic a little later in the show, however. So before we begin, we would like to thank everyone for the shout outs, listening, and sharing the episodes. In fact, we just hit, how many, Darryl, was that?
30,000 downloads, and I want to speak about that a little later on this show.
Okay, I'm sorry. I always get overly excited.
No, I'm glad you brought that up.
It was just great. And we just want to thank everyone for doing that because without you, there's no us. You know?
Absolutely.
We're just shouting in the wind. So what's the sound of one hand clapping, right? So also for liking our Facebook page, subscribing to our YouTube channel, we appreciate that. Also, don't forget to check us out on the Podcast Juice Network. This site has great information where my Prince fans at. Whoop, whoop. I can do that now, as well as other podcasting shows, including the Michael Dean Show and the Prince Podcast. Also, remember to purchase your tickets. It's coming up, you guys. You still have time. We dropped the price. The National Podcast Power Conference. This event will be September 23rd, 2017. That's this year, this month, about 3 weeks away. Am I right, Darryl?
Yeah.
It's counting
coming
down.
up.
That's right. At Fatfish Blue in Perrysburg, Ohio. And let me just add this. Fatfish Blue is an awesome site, including the hotel, top of the line. There are performers that come all over the country to this Fatfish Blue. So we're not just putting you up at our cousin's hotel, motel, / whatever else going. We're putting you up somewhere nice. And where we're holding at is world class. People come here from all over the country. I said world class all over the country. So
Well,
it's all the same stuff.
Perrysburg is kind of the uppity part of
Yes,
Toledo,
Poshburg.
isn't it?
Yes, that's Poshburg, definitely. So we're putting you in a nice place. So, look, it's all up to you. And did I say that right?
Yeah.
So all of you up and coming podcasters, you're already podcasting, looking for some great podcasting insight. Look, meeting some great people, podcasters from all over the world. Please join us. This is going to be phenomenal. We have Lisbon is one of the sponsors that
Yep,
will be there
Lipson,
also.
yep.
Lipson.
Yep.
Let me say it
and,
right.
It says this is for entrepreneurs as well. So we will have vendor areas. If you purchase a ticket, you'll have your own little area. This is what I do. This is what I sell. This is my podcast, whatever.
Right. Now, Darryl, I'm just going to ask, and I know this is not part of my introduction, but just to ask when you said that. So when you come to this conference, it's not just about sitting and taking notes. It's actually an engagement. You're actually networking, engaging, and learning,
Right.
correct?
This is an opportunity to invest in yourself, to network, meet other people that are, in like
Right.
manner. It's branding. You have got to get out there, let people know. This will be a great opportunity for that.
Right. Nobody's going to buy your book if you write it. Nobody's going to listen to your podcast if you have it. You have to have the tools to do that. So again, September 23rd, that's this month. You can do that. And there will also be a live concert after the conference. Live concert, I said, after the conference. How big is that? For more information, please visit. Get those pins out. Are you ready? www.nationalpodcastpower.com. I'll say that again. www.nationalpodcastpower.com.
Yep. And we want to thank our our gold sponsors as well for the National Podcast Power Conference. Libsyn, who offers the best, most complete podcast hosting available. I've used them for years, and they are great. Customer service is awesome. So seasoned as well as new podcasters, check out Libsyn at www.libsyn.com. Also, we want to thank Toledo's own Three Kings Clothing. This is an apparel company with supplies of quality clothing with a connection to pop culture and current events. Please visit them at www.threekingsclothing.com. We have other slots available for sponsors. Check us out, or just email us at fullcirclepodcastshow@gmail.com.
Wow. Yep. And come on and be a gold sponsor. We'd love to have you. So let's get right into the show. Are you guys ready? What's going on in the world?
Well, before we hit that, I'll tackle a little bit on the last podcast.
Oh, okay, Darryl. I'm gonna let you hear volley right over to you. Catch that.
Our last show.
He didn't get it.
I didn't play.
I was trying to have fun, and Darryl just the ball went over his head.
We didn't have physical education.
Straight through.
But for our last podcast was stopping the hate in a post-racial society. Mm-hmm. Which, no, didn't it rhyme? Wasn't it?
Yeah, you said bars. I mean, you really thought you were doing something. I remember.
In a post-racial state.
Bars.
I learned that from the young people.
Right.
So,
that was the funniest part of
normally,
the show.
normally we don't do two racial shows back to back because we had one like that before. Mm-hmm. But because of what happens in the world, that we had no choice. And I want to thank Sonia for her patience because she was scheduled for that show and we had to change the topic.
But she brought some black tomatoes today, though.
Yes, I did, and some black soap.
So I mean, she's bringing it right back
I only use white soap.
Like Ivory.
Well,
Dove.
he's gonna use black soap today.
Is it oily, like chicken grease?
No, just like the
Darryl.
shea butter wasn't.
Okay. It'll be the first time I've had anything black on me.
Yes.
God, what?
Okay.
We're gonna wipe you down today.
I know.
Okay, I'm going to get wiped down. Awesome.
Wipe me down.
We're gonna wipe him down today.
Wow.
I'm not helping with that. You can trust that.
But we also had we had Sam Meldon on our last show. That was very great.
Radicalizing love. I love that.
Very heartfelt. So people who did not check out that show, please go back and listen to that. Stopping the hate in a post-racial state. So I'm going to take this opportunity to go back to what you said earlier, thanking people for helping us reach over 30,000 downloads.
That is awesome.
We are under 50 episodes. So we are very appreciative of that. So that's an average of about 700 downloads per episode.
Darryl, congratulations. I mean, to know that you guys had, and if I can bring this up as, I don't want to be Michelle Williams, I'll just be Kelly Rowland, though. I know I'm not Beyonce because that's you, but I would like to say that you had some seat changes here. It was sort of like, remember when Beyonce came out and there were like 15 of them, and then she slowly got down to 4, and then she got rid of 1, and it was 2, then it was 3, and it was just her. So I hope the latter part won't happen where it's just you here, but I would like to say you kept the show going, and that's a lot.
Well, this is strictly off the paper. I want to thank our team.
Yes.
I want to thank our producer, sound engineer, Eric.
He's over there. Thanks, E.
I want to thank A-Wit for him and I collaborating on this. I want to give a huge shout out and a hug to Carmen because
we love you, Carmen.
She hung in there. Her commitment and her patience.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just floored. That's my girl.
Go,
and her professionalism. She's awesome. She is our political guru.
And Erica, with you coming in, you are
Carmen's
on
girl.
the news. You are a fitness guru.
Yes.
You bring another element to our group, and
I appreciate that.
I appreciate
Darryl.
it.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Maybe it's because I'm in the middle.
I know. More fruits and juices and berries, whatever. Rub it on
It's
them.
more black.
But I mean,
soap and
I'm
stuff.
happy. So
I
I
am
want to
too.
thank you for
I'm
that.
very happy to be a part of this, and I
Yay.
know I'm the latter member. I'm not Farrah though, y'all. Don't. I'm not Farrah Franklin, whatever her little name was. I'm definitely staying, but but yeah, and I'd like to say your eye for talent and your eye to put together a show on this magnitude. I just want to give you props coming in and being a part of this. Thank you.
Wow, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I want to give a shout out also to podcasters. It's a group called Podcasters Support Group. Check them out, podcasters. When you want to go somewhere and learn how to be a better podcaster, not just market your show, go check out Podcasters Support Group. Also, I want to thank Sam McClain from the Just Talking with Sam show for giving us a 5-star review on iTunes. We got another one.
Sam, what's up?
You know,
Thanks, Sam.
I want to also thank the various podcasters that interviewed me last week. I was on the Michael Dean show from
Wow.
Podcast Juice.
Wow.
I was on the Calvin Moore show. Calvin is the host of Leading Questions with Calvin Moore. And next I have, I'll be on the Story Machine podcast. That's
And this
like
is
next
how
week.
Beyonce began. This is just how it began for Beyonce when she dropped
I-
her members. She was going
I-
to doing all the interviews by herself.
I. And on a very serious note, before we get into politics, we want to extend our support and prayers to the residents in Texas
Yes,
who were
Harvey.
affected by the severe flooding.
Definitely.
What's that, Hurricane Harvey?
Yes.
So,
And Irma's on her way now. Isn't it Irma?
Yes.
To their think may make landfall in Texas, in Florida. So we're gonna have to definitely keep our prayers out. It is hurricane season, so the good thing is to make sure that you are praying for people, but doing more than prayers. Please do not. Can I say this? It's okay. Do not Joel Osteen this. Don't just smile and pray for people. God put more power in you. That He gave you the resources to go out there and help. Don't wait for people to ask.
but
Be
wait
available.
a minute. Hold up. Wait a second.
Oh, that's
Hold
not part.
up.
Wait a minute. Let me put
Hey.
some in it.
Didn't Joel Osteen clean this up?
No.
He had flooding in his church, so he had to turn people away.
I watched on Twitter there was flooding around. Okay, what
And he
flooding?
he
had
took
a
people
pipe
in.
burst in his church. Probably there was some flooding in the basement.
Yeah.
he took cheap people in after, and I don't know how true this is because I just saw it. And then he passed the plate on Sundays. You know he passed the plate.
Yeah, I kind of try and.
I bought his book. Do you know how this is devastating? And I have
don't-
Joel Osteen radio programmed in my car. And every time I listen
You're a
now,
fan.
I'm a fan. I was a fan. I can't. Why not? I'm a Jesus freak, y'all, and I love Joel Osteen. I Darryl did. Darryl. I stopped listening to TD Jakes, and I moved to Joel Osteen. I got rid of. Ooh, whose phone is that? That's Sonya. That's not my phone, y'all. But I stopped. I even got TD Jakes because he was a little hard on my eyes, but easy on my soul. So then I just switched it all up, and I jumped all the way in. And Joel, I'm gonna have to talk to you, man.
No, well, okay. If you're saying this is still a thing, okay. But I
Yes,
thought
it
I
is.
thought that he cleaned this up. So
No, he cleaned it up because he has bills to pay
wow. Now
from your money.
going into the politics, I'm going to talk about Podcast Juice a couple times during this show because something happened that was very tragic to our group. But we share an app, and every day, so it's just about 5 or 6 of us, and we communicate with each other every day. So we are like a little family.
Am I in
And-
this family? That's not.
No, this is just
Oh,
me.
I forgot. Okay. There's no
But
B and I.
they were showing something about how they were posting. It was a posting for the removal of these Confederate statues, and I mentioned in a previous show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we know what happened in Maumee, Ohio.
What happened?
There are 700.
Did they cover a statue in Maumee?
No, the let's just say a race riot, if you want to call it that.
Happened in Maumee?
Yeah,
I didn't. What race riot in Maumee? Am I missing?
where the woman was killed.
Oh. All right, wasn't it Charlottesville?
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
He was from here. the
I'm
guy
sorry.
that did
Okay,
that.
He
That-
was from Maumee.
Yes.
It was in Charlottesville.
You know what? Just because you ain't from here don't mean you can mix stuff up. Because I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? There was no
I
riot
was like,
in Maumee.
oh my God, she is so out of touch.
Did you see me? I was like,
They
She
say
was
I'm
like-
out of touch.
I was looking
I'm sorry.
like,
That's how.
Read the cue cards.
Oh my God,
Daryl,
I'm serious. Her
quit
tongue.
ad-libbing. She did the tongue thing to me
Oh
too.
my God.
I was like, no, that's not right. But
She
I
was
didn't
like,
wanna
help
say
him,
it.
Jesus, help. Joel Osteen, enter this room.
Okay. They were talking about, okay, you know what happened in
Yeah, are you-
Charlottesville? Now what is that?
I'm smudging.
She's
What
smudging
what
near
is that
Daryl.
called? What is that?
She's smudging Daryl.
I'm just clearing the space. That's all.
But
Let
that's
him put
mine,
it in
and
his,
I want to be able to tell.
let him put it in his nose.
I want to tell people what that is.
It's white sage.
I already like it already.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It smelled like turkey.
You don't.
It smelled like turkey.
She needs black sage.
I do.
Okay, but getting back to what
Okay.
what they said on the app.
Let's rewind.
We know what happened
in
Charlottesville,
Right.
with the person from
Mommy.
Mommy.
And the man wasn't from Mommy. He has a Mommy address.
Okay, now
There you go.
Not from Mommy.
what I was telling was that this is
were-
not going to be the last time
What
that
you
this
were
happens.
Fox Newsing because you had fake news going on right there, big time. Well,
Well,
let's bring it back to MSB.
There's 700 statues that they're trying to
Is this
remove.
fake news or is this real news now?
No, this is real news.
Real, okay,
And what
yeah.
they've done, they have started removing those statues
They
in the
have
middle
not
of the
removed
night.
them. They
In the middle of the
Daryl,
night.
they are covering some of the statues up there, not removing. They can't because some of the statues can't be removed because they're on federal or land that they cannot be removed. Now I'm not going to remember everything because I do read and I just watch the news. That they are covering some of the statues up, not removing though.
Okay, now I'm going to go over here. In addition to that, also the Cleveland Browns did some big thing about they took they kneeled down during the national anthem. It's a big thing going on
Only
in
reason
Cleveland.
you got a problem with it because you don't like the Cleveland
What?
Browns.
No, I'm
Who's
from
your football
Cleveland.
team? Oh, it don't matter. You
but
hate
I'm
Cleveland.
saying, what do you people want? What
you
do you
people.
want?
What the?
What? I'm saying.
Oh
look,
my God!
they're statues. They're part of history.
They're-
The Pledge of Allegiance. I mean, the national anthem. So you're already starting the game off. All these people sitting down.
They're making, and what better point to make a statement? And they're not just
I came
black
to
players
watch
doing.
a football game.
Well, that's how it takes. Some people. Let me tell you something.
What do you want to
Let me
rewrite
tell
the
you the three
national
B's.
anthem?
They're the three B's
You
that
wanna
get
change the
people's
words?
attention. Butts, boobies, and Beyonce. If you don't have butt, boobies, and Beyonce,
B's.
people are not interested. So if the only way you can get people, you have a voice, use that voice to make a difference or speak up. And they're not doing anything that they can't do. They're taking a knee. They're not turning their back. They're not saying anything.
And they're still showing up for work.
Right. And they're at work doing it.
Yes.
Listen,
Is it too black for you, Darryl?
you signed a contract. You work for me. So if I say everybody wear yellow shirts, you wear yellow
They're
shirts.
they're not your
If
property.
I say pledge allegiance to the flag, you pledge allegiance to the flag. They know that walking in the door.
Oh my, Daryl. They're just taking a knee. They're not disrespecting the flag. They're saying in this country, they're speaking up for what's going wrong and it's not right. Did you just see, and let me tell you how bad the police are in some parts of this country, and that we don't have those problems until I like to say that TPD is, doing a decent job. Oh, well, okay. Sonia just gave me a signal that to move on from there. But let me just say something. Let me just say
Was
this.
she getting pissed off?
She said, no, she.
We're just friends, and we.
Yeah, so
I can just give her an eye.
in Utah, there was
yeah.
a fatal accident, and they went in, and the nurse told the police officer that he could not. Where was his search warrant? Because he could not take blood from the person that was brought in, and she said no because she was defending that person's constitutional right, their Miranda rights. He arrested her and walked her out. So this is what I'm saying, that this has started to become, and it's the sad part, but it's true in the story of when we had the Freedom Riders that were going down and having people sign up for voting. Until they killed 2 white people, it wasn't an issue for everybody. And then it brought that to light. I think what happened, and you never want someone to lose their life, but as we see what's happening for the young girl that was killed in Charlottesville, and I'm sorry, I should remember her name right now, and I don't because I'm trying to remember everything else I'm supposed to be saying, so please interject here. But the thing is that unfortunately, until it happens to someone else that doesn't look like us, and it becomes a real issue. By taking a knee at a game is not saying anything against America, because we love America. And the first thing someone wants to say is go back to Africa. Well, you go back to Germany, and you go back to India, and you go back here. And we don't want to go back anywhere. We're saying that we want cohesive, good things going on in this country where people are respected and treated according to their character, not the color of their skin. So kneeling is not taking away anything from America. It's saying, I want to be a part of America and not judged by, because you crack an egg and you open it up on the inside, it's all the same, whether it's a brown egg or a white egg.
I agree.
Anyway.
Darryl, I
have a response for the Confederate statues. I'm kind of PTSD is set into all of us watching everything that's been going on for the past few months. Watching the heroes, white and black, saving people out of cars, pulling babies out of cars, dragging them over to safety. Make some of those people statues.
Keep talking,
So
Sonya.
you want to make new statues?
That's for me, Sonya. Keep
New
your
heroes.
eyes off my cue cards.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sonya was
like
looking
an arrow to me.
Keep making your point. That's so
So
funny.
yes, we're
We got you,
watching
girl.
new
You're good.
heroes. We're watching heroes in front of our
With
eyes.
no colors.
With no colors. Color. And it's funny because we were all last week ready to kill each other, and this week we're waiting to. And see, that's exactly.
Trump's doing the best job, trying to do the best job he can. Get that man some props.
My lips just itched and curled like simultaneously. I'm trying not to come over
love
there.
Oh, girl, you need some shape.
That's what I need some shame under.
This is what you need. Trust me.
I need you to step up off the Trump. Trump needs to do his
love it.
job. And he needs to get investigated for the Russia stuff. He's so busy attacking. And why does he keep inflaming that little ugly man over in North Korea? That little ugly fat little man. You would think it's fat. He got all the food because everybody else are skinny
Don't
and
get
hungry.
mad at me because I can't talk to you guys
Listen.
about Trump because I try to stay like totally out.
And
of
take
the
that back
mix
about
with
talking
it.
about
Like,
people.
I
Everybody
don't
can't
wanna
look like
talk about
Farrah
me.
Fawcett Lee Majors.
He don't even get no
Oh,
play.
Kim Jong Un Poo Pa Poong. I can't.
You better be careful. Sorry, we do not mean that.
All our listeners in North Korea, y'all know y'all ain't listening.
You know we got listeners over in Korea.
He ain't got South Korea.
Well, okay.
Not in North Korea. You ain't.
Well.
he ain't letting nothing up in there.
Wow. We're going to have to move into the
I'm sorry.
entertainment.
Yes. Oh, I thought we was already entertaining.
Oh, ouch.
So let me start off. We would like to thank Marmite Records. In fact, that's right here, the label that produced and owned by Eric Seals, a.k.a. E, as I call him, of the Stone Soup Recording Studio in Maumee, Ohio. Remember, now, that guy that hit them people, he had a Maumee address. He's not from the same Maumee, okay? So, come on out here. So, any of you singers. So, any of you? Is that any singers? It's not any of you. Just want to. Any singers or musicians looking to record in a world's
See, if you
class
and you're from Toledo News. Normally, when you see those type of things, you just say, "Okay," and you
We
just
see
correct
it.
it. You don't point it
We
out.
see it every day.
I had to
with
read
them,
that
too.
over again. I was like, so any of you, so any singers or musicians looking to record in a world
Yeah.
class
So any of
studio.
you singers or musicians looking for that's perfect.
I don't know. Eric is paying for the spot right now. So we got Eric, let me finish. Visit stonesouprec.com. Let me do that for you. Get your pen out. www.stonesouprec.com or check him out on Facebook. I mean, that's where everybody's at, right? At Stone Soup Recording Studio, and like his page. And he has a like page. Anyone who knows me knows, that's not me.
Wow. She is. You are Anchorman. She will read anything on that piece of paper.
Girl,
I'm having, is it Monday?
this is so funny.
Is it Monday? I'm about to lose my job. I'm
Said
going to
you
get paid.
Anchorman.
Okay. Now,
Read it differently. So it
go home
doesn't
and
sound like-
my part is now we have to stop laughing because this is very, very serious.
I'm sorry. Please, you guys, don't judge me by these bloopers tonight.
Anyone who
professional.
knows me knows that I am a huge, huge Steely Dan fan, and they are definitely my top 5 favorite groups.
Me too.
Sadly, we have to report the death of the guitarist Walter Becker, who is the co-founder of Steely Dan. He was 67. That's young.
That is really young for someone your age, Darryl. To me, it's still kind of,
Well, I'm not 67, and I may not be able to cut the mustard, but I can lick. What is that? What is it?
Let's just leave that there. Rest
What
in
it-
heaven, Walter. Rest in heaven.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's keep moving
Our
on.
condolences.
The other thing is, now this is sad. This is in reflection.
thought the last one
This
was
deals
sad.
with podcast
Right.
juice. the group that we're a part of, we want to send our prayers and condolences to the family of our podcast brother, Sean Hill. He was on our show. He did the review of the film Get Out.
Yes, I remember that.
Episode 31 to be exact. We were shocked to hear the news about his death from Michael Dean on our app. So,
oh my God.
That was sad. Yeah.
I remember him calling in.
Yep. 43 years old.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I am really sorry to hear that.
So let's
our prayers.
Yep, absolutely. So now moving into a little of the entertainment. I'm upset about something. I'm pissed off about something, and talking about all this protesting. I'm going to be protesting something.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
It must be black people.
No, there's
something black.
There's a very offensive commercial that's on television. Have you seen this commercial? It's like a Cinemax commercial for a liquid plumber.
Oh, when he's sexy?
No,
that's Mr. Clean. Sorry.
I didn't like that either. They made Mr. Clean. He's a very manly man. They made him a little feminine. I did not like that.
He was not feminine. He was stripperish.
Yeah.
But they got this liquid plumber thing. It says that there's a plumber in all of us, and they're showing this crack. Have you seen this?
No,
I haven't seen
haven't.
a commercial.
So I'm gonna have to look that. I'm gonna have to pull up. So what? Okay, what do I look on for YouTube? So it's Cinemax.
If you
it's
go
Liquid
to
Plumber.
Liquid Plumber.
Okay.
Commercial 2017. It will show the commercial, and everybody has a crack.
Oh, that is so cute.
That is not cute.
Yes.
It's not cute. And I will be protesting.
By showing your crack?
No, I will be protesting this in downtown Toledo if you want to join me.
No, you go to Mommy.
Right.
Go out to Mommy and do that crap.
Well,
You might get some people to join.
Yeah,
you.
some people may be trying to get in your crack without shea butter.
see,
I no
told
Vaseline.
You. I told you. I told you.
No Vaseline.
I told you. See, Mom. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, kids.
That's a song.
Wow.
Did you eat that? Ew.
They're for you to eat.
I'm not.
They're not for a show.
The other thing is,
Have a tomato.
Tomatoes are very nasty.
okay, can we talk
Oh,
about?
I'm sorry.
Can we talk about Game of Thrones without everybody getting all excited and all that stuff?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, did you see that sex scene at the end? Though? Oh, I mean,
Why? Listen, we're trying to keep.
And then Tyrion kept watching, and I was like, "What is he looking at?"
He wasn't watching.
Well, there were several
He just
theories
knew that
about
they
what
were in
he
the
was
room.
thinking. That either he knew what was going to happen, he knew she was going to get pregnant, or he was, doing the thing where he was really had made another deal with Cersei. But when he knocked on that door, I mean, they should have thrown on some "Turn Down the Lights."
Light a candle.
Wouldn't that have been perfect? I mean, think if Game of Thrones would have
No.
been boss if they had did
Listen,
that.
you're messing everything up.
I'm sorry, but the last
I want
episode
to talk about.
Okay,
We can't spoil it.
okay.
But
you know what? If
you
they
know-
haven't seen the last series, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all too bad.
You know that dragon and
ice dragon?
the you're spoiling it. You're not supposed to say the ice dragon, but I think everybody knows that. Okay, ice dragon and the whole White Walkers. That frightens me. I got a problem with that.
Darryl, it's weird, but I'm going to let you go with it. I'm going to be there for Halloween just to.
You know good and well that is frightening.
No, you know who frightened me more was Littlefinger. I'm glad he's dead.
I didn't like him. I
That was so
never
cool.
liked him.
The scene when she came in, that's why I was not mad at Sansa. If you listen to me on
she
the
was
last
cold.
show,
She just walked over and said, "Dip, dip, done."
Sansa, all that abusive sex has made her a stronger person. Would you agree, Darryl? I don't think you're really a fan because when Carmen talks, she screams more. She's much more
No, I'm
excited
very reserved.
about this.
Very reserved.
Okay, but now they want us to name the ice dragon. There is a little, if you go on social media, we're going to have this exciting little thing where you can name the ice dragon. And there's several theories out that are very exciting also. Now, what was Tyrion thinking? So I want you guys to be and there's a lot of foreshadowing here. Remember when he had this, I'm horrible with people names. I barely remember real people names. So, I don't remember all the people's names on the show. But the guy who had the grayscale. That was cured. Okay, so remember when he handed this John, because that's the only people I remember. John was going to hand him that sword, and he gave it back, and he said, "This is for you and your children." So it's foreshadowing. See, Dany can only have 3 kids, so now that one of the dragons was murdered and then brought back to life, reanimated, now she's going to be able to get pregnant now, and that's gonna be by her nephew. So she gonna have a baby by her nephew. I mean, this is getting good, y'all. This is this is what you need to do. Ooh, there we go again. But we need to get back into the franchise.
If you ever go to a meeting, every meeting that I go to, there's somebody who forgets to put their phone on vibrate. It's like on vibrator. Oh my
doing
God.
it
Her, she
now.
blamed it on me, right?
They forget to put their phone on vibrate.
I know I'm trying, but let me just say, so this is what you need to do. We're going to keep you updated. We're going to start over with season 1 for all you noobs out there who have not started. And we're going to get started and we're going to walk you back through so you know what to watch for. So Game of Thrones is one of the best series out there. I know Darryl is going to talk about some other shows that he's watching because he's always watching something else.
I was hoping that our friend would call us in, Talisa Ray, our YouTube friend. She was going to talk about some things where I can definitely speak on her behalf.
Okay.
I was going to say, look, okay, Game of Thrones is over with.
It's not over with.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
The season is complete right now, so I'm like, okay, what am I going to watch?
You go back and watch it again.
I was watching Claws. I stopped watching that. I was watching Snowfall. I stopped watching that.
Why did you stop watching them? You were all in the Claws.
I just fell
Niecy
off.
Nash
I feel so out the loop.
He was boner for days. I mean, he could barely sit down.
I finished
He
Defenders.
loves Niecy Nash. The only black one he likes.
I was watching this thing called Insecure.
Oh, you know what? You know what? The lady that's in there, I just got it from date night or girls' night out. The one that talked about you can't catch that in the booty hole. She's the main person on there.
About?
When she was like, "You want some weed?" She was like, "No." She was like, "Where do you have it?" She said, "In the booty hole." And she said, "You can't put something in your booty hole. Catch me." She's like, "You can't catch nothing in the booty hole. It's a booty hole."
Will you stop saying that, please?
That's the same girl from Insecure. So you guys, you got to watch
the same
it.
Personality. I love when she did
In the booty hole.
Will
you seem
please
offended by
stop
booty
saying
holes.
that?
Are you offended by the booty hole? It's dark.
Anyway,
Shea butter.
does anybody have a Gideon's Bible?
Who? I have.
Remember that? That's what they used to give you in the hotels.
Yes.
You don't even know that. That's
When
sad.
I went to the
Yes.
hotel, I wasn't reading no Bible.
Right.
I was sleeping or.
Okay. Anyway, kids. No. All right. Well, I am going to get a little adult here. Does anybody watch Insecure?
No, but I did see a few. I did watch in the middle. I don't really know what it's about. I'm surprised you watched because there's a lot of black people in there, Darryl. Were you confused? Are you trying to connect?
A little bit
I
because
need to bring
was
you guys to the gardens in the inner city because I don't have time to watch TV.
Guys,
when I watch
he watches
television,
on the toilet.
When I watch, I watch when I'm having a bath with lilac and a little bit of lemongrass.
Shea butter. Ooh, what's that?
No,
sauce.
Insecure had this thing. You should check it out because it deals with. They go to this. I'm sorry to get adult for a second, but it's
Can you just do it? I want to hear it.
the girls go to this adult store or shop or whatever,
Like Cirillas.
to learn how to
Masturbate.
to perform
Oral. I mean, there's only so many things that girls can learn. Everything else we're born innately with.
One girl, it starts this debate. One black girl says, "Oh no, I don't do that." Another one
I
says,
saw that one. That was just on because the guy squirted in her eye and she said, "I didn't ask for all that."
Oh, is that what it is?
There's a preacher who listens to this show. Sorry, Pastor Jones.
You are trying to explain the scene and you're going too slow. Now get to that part. Now
That's
explain
what happened.
What happened to her
because
eye?
okay.
That she was mad. I didn't understand
man.
that part.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Okay.
The debate is starting the whole thing about the racial stereotypes and the one woman said that's why I'm married. I do this and I do this and that's why I got a ring.
And she was a white woman.
No, she's black.
No, they said that white
surprised me.
White women give it and black women play around the area, and that was the thing. I remember that because I was a little offended because I'm mixed. So I kind of was like,
that.
yeah.
Okay. Let me go over here.
White girls get a pass. That's what
Everyone
it is.
knows that I've kissed 48 women before I was married.
Why do we keep going back?
So I have some
It's like a
experience.
nightmare.
He got Wilt Chamberlain lips.
And then,
Shit.
see, that's first curse word.
That was funny.
Now, when it comes to black and white women, which, I've experienced that with both. And then it was a stereotype.
Oral? You've experienced
You
oral
don't
with
have to
both?
say the word.
45.
That's not bad.
You don't have to say the word.
Juice picking?
Now, okay.
You experienced juice picking with all?
What happened was it was a stereotype for white women, so I just naturally thought that was going to happen. With black women, it may happen, but it will take like 6, 7, 8 months or something like that, and then it would be kind of half-hearted.
Half-hearted?
So I remember this one situation, and I was going to talk to Talisa about this.
Don't put nothing in your mouth you can't bite.
There was this black girl,
Yeah, get up and walk
and we
away.
were getting ready to have relations.
Sex.
So no, So she's taking her clothes off,
She getting butt ass naked.
and she's saying,
Bang, bang,
she's saying,
Touch me.
I don't do this, and I don't do this, and I don't do that.
Because she a church
She
girl.
do.
And she keeps taking her clothes off. I was putting my clothes back on.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Why
I
were you
left.
why were you undressed before her?
I left. We were taking them off together, and then she was telling me, she was giving me all these rules, and I was like, okay,
He don't want to play
I'm
after
straight.
that.
Because once you've rode in a Corvette, it's hard to go back to the station wagon. Okay?
I have no comeback on this.
Okay. So, but
I
as
think
I
it's
got older
hilarious.
and I did get off of white women, because I found black women who can be just as sensual and,
Earthy.
yeah, earthy.
Because you like women with hair. Remember we talked about that. Yep, he likes women.
So-
Full bush right there.
No.
You did say that.
No, I did not.
I saw those pictures in your wallet. I swiped to the right too in his phone. His iPhone 8.
45
Right.
foot hair.
Well, so all I'm saying is, black women have come a long way. Now,
What?
we
You
can-
know what? This is not a Coke 45
Oh,
commercial.
man.
You're going to have to back that up. What is that supposed to mean? What?
It might be you, Darryl,
Yes,
that just came a
yeah.
long way.
Well, okay.
Yeah, you're Coke 45.
Yeah.
Is it Colt? I
You've
said
come
Coke.
a long way.
Colt
I don't-
45.
I don't know anything about what you're saying. I saw the commercials. They don't sell that type of beer
yes,
in the
Billy D. Williams sold that beer
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't sell that in the suburbs. You have to go in the hood where you can find the
next to the Urban Garden area, huh?
Every time I want to go get Ruffles,
High
you
five.
know I love Ruffles, and it's like when I'm in the hood,
You
there
get
are no more
Grippos.
Ruffles.
There's
You have to get-
Grippos.
Get Grippos.
you have to get the Grippos or they got Ruffles
And
that
Faygo.
Or
no,
what are they called? Tatas? Or
no, they're
Toddy-
called sour some cheddar cheese.
They're just called chips.
They're just called, yeah.
sour cream.
I'm like, where are the regular
it's
Ruffles?
not in chive. Sour cream and green.
That's the 99-cent rack.
Well, all right,
Just the,
but we are almost on time, but not really. Let's move into the national holiday. I got a holiday today.
Darryl, you never have a real holiday. Labor Day just happened. I hope this is about Labor Day.
No.
It's about Labor Day. It better
No,
be.
this is straight off the off the website, and it says today's national holiday
No
is
website.
use caution around black men that use the word awesome too much.
Why? What? What's wrong with the word awesome? And why do black men have to? Why? I don't.
I
get
don't
it.
know. When I see go to Detroit and say that, oh, that's awesome. No, it's not
Sonia,
gonna go too well.
Sonia, the point you're laughing so hard worries me too. Why is that? I don't understand why that's funny.
Use caution with black men that use the word awesome too much.
I'm gonna watch.
I'm trying to cut back.
I'm gonna watch your ass.
it's because I'm laughing like this because I responded to a Facebook post the other day. It's awesome and
Awesome is just an awesome word. It's,
it's
like Brill.
awesome. Because I never used it when I was younger, so I use it a lot now.
is awesome.
Awesome.
I'm going to get things lined up with our callers, but
Okay.
I'm going to make a few points
About.
as we get into the subject. And our subject today is health and wellness life coaches. Who's your guru? So I'll speak a little briefly on the health, and then I'll get into the wellness, and you two can.
You know I'm going for this one.
Yeah.
I got notes. I won't read
This
your
may be
part.
offensive. I don't. Okay.
It normally is when it comes for you, Darryl, but we're ready.
First, I'm going to say that I was watching this documentary on Netflix, and it deals with poor eating habits. It's called "What the Health." Have you seen that?
I don't like What's the Health.
Listen, this has extreme. It was talking about processed meats are basically in the same category as a group 1 carcinogen.
Yes.
Really?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
that's
because
true.
of the nitrates and the sodium that they use to package the meat.
Yes, that's true.
However-
and to keep it
Right.
in the package. You know, when it says it's good for 3 months.
Well, you have to think about when you're talking about a carcinogen, you're talking about something that can cause our cells to mutate to cancer. So that's actually what they're speaking about. The reason I did not like What's the Health, and I would call it What's the Sheeple, because every sheeple in America that started jumping on band with this, it was just, first of all, it took a very skewed view on nutrition, in that it wanted to say that only being a vegetarian or a vegan was a good health choice, and that's not true. Also, when he went to the websites, I appreciate him doing that. The thing when you're talking about people's health is you have to start where they are and help them gradually make changes. I thought it was too extreme. I thought the doctors he had on there were very biased, and it did not go into, I'm not saying be a meat eater. I'm not saying eat lunch meat. I'm saying start off by teaching people. And this one only took one-sided view to health. And
now he made this one doctor said something, and this is his exact words. The doctor said, no one wants to fat shame, but this movement to be comfortable in our bodies has made us comfortable in being sick. Obesity is a death sentence. Yeah, a lot of women, especially black women, I think.
What the hell?
Who are big boned.
Big bone.
They have become very comfortable in that big bonediness. And
I can't right now.
This is a health risk. This doctor's saying.
Please bring my Joel Osteen book, please.
This is what the doctor's saying.
Right
Me and Erica talks about this, and I tell her all the time how she's appreciated more than what she knows, because she could get her brick house body up there and make a little Jane Fonda body look crazy. So my thing is, even the smallest person could be the unhealthiest.
That's right.
And
I just want to get back to the black women thing. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I don't understand. He never got to that point.
Okay, well, you know what? Look in the neighborhood.
Is it because of how we eat?
If you go to a white neighborhood, 6 o'clock in the morning,
oh my God,
you will see nothing but white women running around the corners, jogging. I'm like, really? Like the doctor told them, you need to exercise now, daily. Black women, we're starting. They're starting.
A lie. That, you know what? And I have the problem with I have with this is that everyone is trying to give black women health advice, except for black women. And unless you're a black woman, I really don't want to hear what you have to say. This is the one time I do get really upset, is because the reason why the health for black America or black women is not changing, because we're getting our health sources from Barbie, and Barbie doesn't understand what it's like to be a black woman. When I say that, yeah, our bodies are the same, our hair is different. If you're ever a black woman and you have to deal with your hair, that is the first thing if you're ever a black woman, right? If you ever really want to be one, okay, you got to get the hair. Don't tell me how black you are unless you got the hair, because dealing with the hair is a part of the health. And so you can't separate them. And we have people saying your hair, your health, your hair, your health. Well, for a black woman, they're the same. If you're a black woman also dealing with the stereotypes that go with the way you're built, if you don't have a big butt, or you don't have big boobs.
But see, I like my women built like Marsha Brady. You know that.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Or Winnie Cooper from Wonder Years.
But the way women
But you have two black women right here in your face, and you see we're both totally different.
Voluptuous.
Right. He's sucking up now.
Right. But he's like, Marsha! Marsha, get in here right now!
No, I like you because I'll be like, excuse me, could you tap that white woman? No.
Tap down, excuse me, Miss Voluptuous. Could you tap?
Wipe me down.
But this is the whole thing when you said about fat shaming, though. So you have all these other things going on. And the one thing that makes me mad is black women are at the head, and they're the number one thing that is constantly fat shamed or put down. But everyone else wants our features, but they don't want it all. So they want the full lips, they want the curly hair, not the kinky hair, they want everything else that signifies from skin tone, but they don't want to be us. And when you talk about fat shaming, the majority of it comes to and for women of ethnic backgrounds, and that's true. So and let me tell you, I have I'm friends with Shalene Johnson's sister, Janelle, who does Turbo Kick. I'm also very good friends with Angie Green. And let me tell you, the thing I love about them, even though they're white women, is that they recognize that we are built different, and that my thighs make up both of theirs, but they're both, we see health as being not relative to size, but relative to your fitness level.
Right. Okay, now we got a caller on.
What's up, caller? Hi. We hear you, girl.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Dee Simone, calling from New Jersey.
Hey, Dee. Hi. How are you doing, lovely?
Wonderful, wonderful.
I got some background on Dee. Dee is an author. She's an advocate for women's rights, and she is an avid bike rider. That's how her and I connected with each other.
Okay.
Dee, tell people about yourself and what you've been doing, and also your interview on Blacks on Bikes podcast. Don't you think whenever you put black in front of the name, it automatically becomes racist? Does it?
I'm tired today.
I don't don't know.
Monday Junior.
Okay. So
D,
tell
do
people
not
about
be
yourself.
nice. D, come forward, girl.
Yeah.
D.
Well, yes, I'm D. Simone.
Oh, can you put the phone? You got us on speaker. Don't take us off because it'll come through. It's a little distorted.
I'm not on speaker, but I'm on the earpiece. Let me take it off.
Because the Horizon phones don't
What
work well
about
good
now?
with our.
Oh, you sound good, D.
Yes.
You know what though? Your tone when you said that, your tone was a little.
Yeah, the Horizon phones don't work
What
well
was
with our
that? A black
system.
girl's attitude?
No, I'm just.
He did a neck D when he mimicked you.
D, I'm telling.
His neck
I'm
went
just-
side to
What
side.
did you do?
I'm telling
did he
D.
say?
He did the neck
the
rock.
whole.
No, I'm joking.
He did the black girl neck rock.
So tell people about what you've been doing, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah, mainly over the summer I've done a lot of cycling. Cycling is my outlet, it's my refuge, it's everything to me. As my interview with on Blacks on Bikes, I stated that I had gone through a horrible divorce. It was a horrible time, and really that's when I got back on my bike, and it started this whole evolution of self for me. And since then, I've been encouraging other women to get out and ride, and men also, to get out and ride, and working with other beginner riders. Not that I'm not a beginner, but women that hasn't been on the bike for years, or who are afraid or would like to try it. But by day, I am an elementary school teacher. I'm an entrepreneur, an author, as you stated. And I just use my platform now. The whole cycling thing has really started this whole evolution of a new woman within me that I didn't even really know existed.
Now, D, how many miles do you like? Let's just go with an average. How many miles do you ride?
Per ride?
What do you average? What are you around? 40, 50 miles?
Yeah, when I go out, I don't do less than 20, so I can do anywhere from 20 to 50 per ride.
Okay.
And I try to go out at least 3 times a week, 4 times a week.
Wow.
And D, do you find that this helps your sexual proudness?
Children, kids, just turn this show off, please.
No, because there are some people
Because-
who may be having incontinence issues, and riding with black riders may help them. So D, does riding with black riders, doing those rides, help?
Yes.
See?
Help me as in which way? In
Curb your enthusiasm.
No.
Well, I will say this.
You built up
I
your
will say
stamina,
this.
didn't you, girl?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I will say that it has
Sign
built
me
up
up.
an unbelievable level of stamina there.
You hear that?
And automatically, I have to be very honest, automatically I said to myself, the next lucky guy must be a cyclist because the stamina has to match mine.
That Kegel game is strong.
Yeah. If he does that, make sure he has the special seat. You know the seat I'm talking about.
I know the seat you're talking about.
Okay.
Yes.
We don't, but
Because I ride, my average is about 25,
So they don't.
30. That's my average. And
Right.
it does lessen the nerve endings.
what?
Uh-huh.
So you're not he can't ride with y'all. In other words, he can't ride with y'all.
Listen, he's trying to preserve his sexy. He's trying to preserve his
Right. I don't ride every day. I just,
He not trying to put the stamina on the line.
So, okay, because the topic is health and wellness
Sorry.
life coaches, who's your guru? So it's evident that yours deals with health. But let's go on the wellness.
No, hers deals with wellness. 'Cause that's
I'm
overall.
thinking because
She's overall wellness.
because I think that she, on the wellness side, it's
Size.
self building. It gives you self confidence.
No, I'm going to tell you why.
It builds
Darryl.
your self esteem.
Because wellness is the process of growth and change. So she's talking about, she went through a bad divorce. And she said from her spirituality, her social life, her physical her emotional well-being, her occupation, her social, because she said the next man just gonna get it broke off up in there.
No, she didn't say that.
I mean, well,
she
that's
didn't
what-
say that.
So it's
I
definitely
did
wellness.
not say that. I did
I can read
not.
between the lines,
I did
girl.
not.
I'm clairvoyant.
Well,
Not
I know what
far
I
off,
got
but
from
I
that.
did not say
What
that.
I got from what you said was the self-elevation.
Yeah, so that's definitely wellness. We love it, girl.
Self-elevation.
Now,
Absolutely, because they all come together in one pot for me. So when you speak about a guru, for me, I can pretty much pull from anyone who aligns with my values, my principles. So therefore, I definitely love Minister Farrakhan. And when I speak about wellness, I love the book How to Eat to Live by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And then I can listen
man,
to
you
Pastor
going back
Jamal
to the X-Clan
Bryant.
days.
Yes,
Here we go
I can
again.
listen to Jamal
I
Bryant. I
have
can
to
listen
do
to
with
Van
Iyanla.
Glorious.
Is that the closest you can get to Minister Farrakhan is X-Clan? I am so embarrassed
First of all,
of
you
you
should
right
just
now.
give me props that I even know who
I
X-Clan
am.
is.
She is getting deep talking about Minister Farrakhan writing this book, and you
I'm
dropped
just saying when he
X-Clan.
said guru, when he said guru. So I don't have a one particular. I have
X-Clan
a
is not a guru.
well-rounded.
Now, and I also said it too because D, you rap, right?
Bars?
I'm sorry.
Don't you rap?
Yes.
Oh, she gonna act like she's surprised. I'll check you out. I've checked you
You
out.
guys are hilarious.
I do my homework.
Yes, you do. You do. That's my alter ego.
Okay, now
Nice.
rap about your guru.
Nice.
So, how to eat to live? Go ahead.
Now, D, we're gonna have to move to another caller, but tell people how they can get in touch with you,
Yes, D.
and also how to check out your videos.
Oh, absolutely. My business is called Q Creations, but it's KUW, which stands for knowledge, understanding, and wisdom.
Nice.
So it's qcreations@gmail.com, and the website is www.qcreations.com. And then they can find me on Facebook as D Simone, and from there they can see links to my videos, to my T-shirt line, and other things that I'm working on. And I also have a business page on Facebook as well.
And I'm asking you,
nice.
this is not for me, but this is
Okay.
for a friend. D, I was reading something and someone said, like, tell people, what do people always say about you behind your back? And you said that you have a big butt or something like that. I would like
Do you
to
see her pictures? Her
I would like-
pictures. She is a brick house.
Can you show? Can you
Oh,
send?
she
Can I
said
see
that.
more of those pictures?
Gorgeous.
I'm
Girl,
sorry.
you are
I looked through
beautiful,
all your pictures
D.
and I couldn't see any of those.
And he
pictures.
didn't like any of them. I noticed that he is like, that is called he lurked.
No, I don't
He
want to
lurked
like. I
all
don't
your
want to like
pictures.
10 pictures and then you wake up and be like, "Oh my God, who's this crazy
She won't
guy?"
think you like her. No, I mean, no. D, your pictures are gorgeous. Did you see her pictures?
Right.
Girl,
Oh, thank you so much.
right
Thank you so
away.
much.
We're gonna put a picture of you up on the bike and everything like that. But this
Thank you.
will be the
Very
last time that we
kind of you.
Awesome, D.
talk
Yes.
with you. But you take care, okay?
Thanks, D, for the
Okay,
connection.
you
We
too.
loved
Take
you
care,
having you,
guys.
girl.
Yes.
And stay away from Horizon Phone Company, okay?
Ain't nobody on that. Take care.
Bye.
Take care. Have a good one.
We got another caller on. Caller, you there? Caller, you there?
I'm here.
What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Dexter. I'm calling from Atlanta.
What's up, Dexter, from
Dexter.
Atlanta? ATL in the house.
I got some background on Dexter. Dexter is the host of the What More Can I Say podcast.
What more can I say?
Dexter, tell people about yourself and your podcast, please.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm one of the hosts of the What More Can I Say podcast. The podcast itself is it's an opinionated podcast that we touch on a range of different topics. We from news, entertainment, pop culture, politics, pretty much anything that's going on that we want to talk about that we feel is kind of valuable to talk about. We try to pontificate on it.
Pontificate.
Hold on, brother.
I love it.
Hold up.
I
Hold
like
up.
you already.
man.
I
Hey,
love
I'm
smart
going to-
men.
I don't know what that means,
Okay.
so I'm going to take it as offense.
offense.
I don't know what that means, but I'm going to take it as offense.
He said I'm going to take it as
word
offense. Pontificate me.
That was my big word of the day. Now that I've used it, I'm good now.
Oh, so he's got a nice voice.
I'm good, too.
He's got a nice speaking voice.
I'm pontificated.
Listen, can we please refrain from the erotic dialect.
Sorry.
Oh man. I'll try to tone that down a little.
No, I mean you don't know what I'm dealing with in the studio. I mean this is very. This is not.
Pontificate.
This is not cool.
Go on.
And you're using his word way. That is not the meaning
I know.
of the word.
I'm using it grammatically probably incorrect.
Now, Dexter, let me bring the Lord back into the studio, if I may.
Joe.
Bring it back full circle. Right?
Bring it back.
There you go. The topic, it deals with, like the knowledge of an expertise, an expert. Now, how do you feel, where do you feel your expertise is? Is it on health or wellness or both?
I would say wellness, and meaning basically, I'm not an expert in wellness. I'm not an expert in health either. I get my expertise through trial and error for the most part. So definitely recently I've been making a concerted effort to be more healthy and maintain much more of a willful wellness attitude.
Could you drop some of your your dimensions?
Right.
Don't you?
What are your dimensions?
Okay.
Can he finish with his dimensions?
So I
How
put
tall are you?
measurements out.
We don't mind men that are 5'11" either. So how tall
Right.
are you? 5'11".
No, I'm 6 foot. 6 foot.
Okay, that's good.
Nice.
And how size of your biceps?
Listen, can you please not flirt with the guest?
I'm asking. He said he's in a.
Now, Dexter, based on the fact that you said
Trying
you're
to-
6 feet tall, I would assume, I don't know how this relates, but I would assume that you've seen more white women jogging than black women. Is that correct?
Yes, I can
See
honestly say
that?
that. Yes.
See that?
He lives in white suburbia. That's why he doesn't see any black women jog. Black women don't
I
jog because our booties clap when we jog. And I'm talking from my own experience. So we like to jog indoors where people have on headphones so you can't hear the booty clap.
Now, if you ask me what my preference is of joggers, then I say,
There it is. But you would like to watch jogging, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I am in the middle of suburbia. I'm outside of Atlanta. So
See?
I don't make it down to
You got
the
the taste of both
Chocolate
worlds.
City
Be
area of
careful.
Atlanta.
Be careful in Atlanta.
No.
I heard 1 in 4. That's all I'm gonna say.
1 in 4. I don't.
Oh, it's right. It's
See,
right.
you know what I'm talking about.
I can attest to that.
Oh, 1 in 4 are.
1 in 4. No, don't
No,
say it.
no, not that
Oh, I
one.
can't say it. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want us to get.
We have sponsors. We have to
Pontificated.
watch what we say.
Okay. Sorry.
And you are really pontificating those. Is that how you use that word?
Sonia made me smell them bath salts repeatedly. She brought. They're organically enhancing my brain tissue.
Now,
I'll take that.
So you said you're into wellness and you're about 6 foot. What size shoe do you wear?
Oh, wow. Okay. We're going right there. All right. 13.
Just 13. Okay.
okay, just because somebody brought this up, and I don't even know why the conversation went there. I'm almost 6'5". I wear a size 16 shoe, and I have big hands.
No one cares. We're talking
That
about Dexter.
Uses shea butter.
I know.
That uses Sonia Organics.
Dexter, seriously, I don't want to get too Atlanta on you, but our host gave me some shea butter dew. My hands are glistening.
Look, man, it's the best. Look, my wife she's like on this whole natural hair thing, natural everything
I
thing.
love
So
it.
trust me, brother, I definitely understand the whole shea butter.
And we're sitting here snacking on black cherry tomatoes, Spanish tomatoes, cherry
I'm in the wrong
tomatoes.
place.
Wow.
And our booty's clapping.
But
I'm-
listen, hold on. I want to go back to your podcast. Tell
Definitely
people
the wrong
about your podcast.
Go ahead, Dexter. We're sorry. we
Yeah,
got to have a little
but
fun. Now you're all loose and everything. Now we can ask you serious questions.
Right.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but like I said, the podcast it was creation between me and my co-host. His name is Ernest. He hails in San Antonio, Texas. We grew up together. We went to high school together, junior high, and that kind of thing. So, we would have these long conversations about pretty much everything, right? And we kind of got to the point where it was like, you know what, man, I think people may want to hear these. You know what I mean? So that was kind of like the genesis of the podcast. And with all these, how crazy this world is today, with this every day is something new. So we kind of wanted to, and it wasn't enough. lack of a better word, black voices out there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to try to use whatever little platform we did have to get our word out and get our message out. And I think we're fulfilling that for the most part.
Wonderful.
Cool.
I love that.
So I'm trying to get this.
Can I ask a question? Is that okay?
Yep,
Darryl?
absolutely.
Well, let me ask you a question. So you were talking about a lot of things that you do as far as your wife being into all things natural, which I love. So what do you do daily to build self-build in this perspective? What are you doing as far as what you talked about with, you're not exactly wellness or health. So we're going to assume that you do both, which is good, but explain a little bit more on that tip. What you do is that.
Well, I've actually just started this new kind of, I don't know how new of a workout this thing is or not, but or diet. I've kind of delved into the world of ketogenics. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of that or not.
Yes.
But it's kind of a low carb kind of diet, and I'm trying to do like a complete lifestyle change. So, over the last few years, I work from home primarily, so I haven't had the presence of mind to I don't have to get dressed for work. So I wear sweatpants all day. I kind of chill all day. So, there wasn't like this big push to to keep hitting the gym up and that kind of thing. So, I was like, I got to get rid of some of this extra baby fat. So,
You're gonna send.
Aw.
It's so
He
cute.
said baby fat.
Yeah, they
I
say
know.
that's cute for about 5 years of marriage, and then all of a sudden you fat.
You weren't
yeah,
fat. You were thick in all the right places, right?
PHAT.
Yeah.
My wife calls me fat all the time, and I always tell her, I said,
That's
"Look,
love, boo.
You
That's
are,
love.
You are abusive. You are abusive.
That's love. That's how black women show love. Black women, we show
what it
love
is.
being a little abusive.
Wow.
That would all make sense.
Now,
See? I'm glad I helped
I'm
you.
going to go over here for a second. When we were on the relationship of the wellness side, you and I were talking, and on relationships, and I said the main goal that a man has to do is sell the woman his dream. And you got all offended when I said that. But a man has to sell a woman his dream. Like, baby, I'm going to be this. Baby, I'm going to be
I'm
this.
getting offended
And then he
again.
has to make sure that it doesn't turn into a nightmare. Because once a woman finds out that you ain't going to never
She
see
got a little penis.
No.
They put the clothes back on.
I don't think you
Because
can sell that. You can't really
I didn't
sell
take
that.
my hair, my nails off, and everything else, and I got to put everything back on and leave. That's a problem. And I Ubered.
I got to say this. I got to say this. I got to say this.
Go ahead, D.
You are a celebrity. You are on the Toledo News. You have to start watching the language that you use. Oh my! I mean,
What part?
You could still be yourself.
I know. This
You
is
could be
me for
yourself.
real.
listen.
Yeah.
This podcast is worldwide. People in Denmark listen to this show.
And they like that I can be educated
keep
and I
it
can put
real.
ers and ings at the end of my words, like
No
listening.
one's talking about that. That is not the problem. We'll talk about this off show. But Dexter, hey, listen, we want to thank you for calling in and giving your opinion. Tell people how they can get in contact with you.
Yes, please.
Yeah, most definitely.
Why
Yeah,
are
you
ladies
can,
getting all the pens out?
Yes.
We're just doing our job.
Well, you can find me. Or you can find the podcast on all major streaming platforms. So iTunes, Google Play. I think we still actually maybe on Podomatic as well. Stitcher. You can also, we're heavily on social media as well. So we have a pretty active Facebook fan group. Just search What More Can I Say podcast.
What was it called?
Same
I'm
for
sorry.
Twitter.
What more can I
Oh,
say?
go ahead.
What More Can I Say podcast is on Twitter?
Yes, exactly. It's What More Can I Say podcast.
Okay, let me find you here.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, man. And we'll be talking with you soon. I appreciate you calling in.
Thanks, Dexter.
Hey, much
Thank you.
appreciated.
And tell your wife to
Great
keep
talking
up the
to you
good work. Keep up those
Yes.
encouraging words.
You have a great night,
Will
man.
do. Thanks, guys.
We got another caller on. Caller, you there?
Yep, I'm here, y'all. Y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Hello.
Awesome.
What's
Yay.
your
Hello.
name and where you're calling from?
I am calling currently from D.C. This is DJ Fusion of the Fusebox radio broadcast. Glad to be on.
Hey, it was DJ. What was it?
Nice.
Fusion.
Yep.
Hey, DJ. I love that.
Yeah,
She has a real name.
She is.
Right.
She is.
DJ
Mary
Fusion.
is. We have communicated via Snapchat.
Facebook.
Oh, okay.
You nasty.
I've always
You
wanted
just-
to.
why? Now we're gonna talk about you after the show too.
I've always
I don't
wanted
know
to.
what y'all doing.
No,
Exactly. I'm gonna talk to you after the show too.
I'm joking. No, we have communicated over Facebook, and she's really cool. So tell people about yourself and your show, what you've been doing, please.
Sure. Real short summation. I started the show when I was a college student, undergrad at Rutgers U in 1998. And pretty much have been doing the show ever since, whether it's, via the podcast or FM dial and all of that. Basically, the show is a mix of talk on everything from politics to popular culture and anything that's in between with myself and my co-house host, shout out to my bro John, and a mix of independent and mainstream black music, so hip-hop, soul, funk, jazz, reggae, and all that good stuff.
Music. I like that,
Nice.
DJ Fusion.
Do you play any Christian rock?
She just
Christian
said
rock?
she.
Nah, B, not my ways. Not what I've
She
heard.
just said
Not
what she
my ways.
plays. Thank you, DJ Fusion.
Okay.
Darryl, you have to listen to the guests. You just
I
can't-
did listen. That doesn't
You
mean that she
interjected
doesn't.
your
I'll
own
play double the
pontification.
secular rock sometimes.
That doesn't mean that she doesn't have Christian rock.
Why? She just said she doesn't do that. I'm
Okay.
sorry about Darryl tonight.
Now, Mary,
He was Snapchatting.
we're talking about health and wellness, life coaches. Where do you feel that you're at? On the health side or the wellness side?
Way the hell better than I used to be. Quite frankly, on both ends. I think the entire thing for me within the past decade or so has been a really big growth process.
Okay.
On the health end, I had a few scares, mostly due to, unfortunately, some of my relatives passing away of
sorry to
various
hear
things
that.
that were
That's hard.
mostly avoidable.
Right.
And seeing some of my contemporaries pass away. It's really frightening to have somebody you came up with as friends, professionally, etc.,
Right.
get like heart attacks
Right.
and strokes and all of that type of thing. In a way, stuff during that past decade put me into the stereotypical scared straight mode. I can't say I eat the best food all the time, and that there are times I skip getting on the exercise bike or nothing. But it definitely brought me into a shock of this health shit is very, very real. Oh, pardon me. Can I curse on y'all show?
Yes,
I
you
don't-
can.
Well, you've already done it, so yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, you
I'm
can.
I was about
joking.
to say, sorry.
I'm joking, Mary. No,
I'm about to
relax.
say, I know some shows like that.
This is a
I guess
Christian-based podcast, Christian rock
It
themed.
is? I just found out. Is it really? Because you didn't tell me that. Is it
Well,
really a Christian based?
I mean, 8 episodes later, yeah.
I did not know
This
that.
is I'm joking.
I'm about to say, y'all are so caring because I'm a black Buddhist, so y'all must look at me as the hugest sinner on earth.
Oh, that is
True,
so
so
funny.
I pray for your
that's-
soul.
that's cool.
DJ Fusion.
Wait.
No.
Your
no.
souls.
I support that. Tina Turner is
Y'all trying to bring me into y'all's Christian rock fold. I see.
Right,
That's how
right.
y'all lure people into the podcast. Okay.
No, that's a Tina Turner. She's a Buddhist, right? You like that?
She actually is. Yeah, I mean, there's like different brands of it and all of that.
Yeah, it is.
But
We don't make. You
Yeah,
know what? It's
yeah,
not, we don't put down anyone's
Yeah,
faith.
it's not. It's
Ever.
not about religion at all.
Right.
Right. So like, what do you do to self-build? What builds you? Is it the music?
Build her house spiritually, physically.
That's what I'm
mentally.
asking.
Oh.
music
Such
is
an
a
open
major
question.
part of it, actually.
Okay.
I've always been super into music. Like, I was one of those people, even like as a teenager, who would like read like the liner notes to see who did what artist did whatever.
Very cool.
And literally every day, like, I listen to some form of music.
You're a Prince fan, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
See, I knew it. She said
Everybody's a
she
Prince
read the
fan.
liner. Yeah, so I knew it.
That's like asking.
Prince fans are
Do you
classy.
drink water? Everybody is a
No,
Prince fan.
no, they're
Yes.
not. Only classy people are. And,
Okay.
and freaks.
Why would you say that? I'm serious.
Awesome
We are
people
going
of
to a
multiple
Catholic
backgrounds
church.
are Prince fans. I'm not going to say anything about the freak part.
Yeah, seriously, she needs to be.
Are
Can
Prince
you
fans.
rebaptize a person? She needs to be rebaptized
Daryl, I thought you were
We
my
can arrange
friend.
that.
I thought
in
you
Lake
was my friend.
Minnetonka. I believe that's what it is.
With no shirt on.
Oh God.
Like, was it Apollonia? Yeah,
Yes.
Apollonia.
Okay.
Okay, back on subject. You know what, DJ Fusion, you were fun. So we love you. Were having a good conversation with you.
Yes.
That's all good. I appreciate that. But yeah, seriously, like literally each morning, if anybody's on my personal Facebook or anything else, or our official Twitter, every morning I'll like share a song.
Now, how do we find you on Facebook? Is it under DJ Fusion or Mary?
My personal page, which I don't mind you joining. I'm just going to warn people from the gate. If you annoy me highly, I am good with my block and remove button. It is Facebook.com.
What do you mean? What do you mean annoy you? What do as far as what? What are they doing?
I'm on Facebook. I'm getting off Facebook because I'm upset. I'm back on Facebook. I'm going to get off again because your people are not like those type people.
Partially those people and people who can't back up their arguments. Like, I don't mind if you disagree with me on various things or my peoples or whatever else, but my people will drag you if you're really stupid on multiple levels, or if you're going to be really arrogant or crazy.
Y'all got room for one more? I want to join.
Let me write this down.
And I'm one of those people who's at the age in social media where I'm just here like, if y'all just are just doing the entire most, I don't got time for too many arguments.
Right.
Life
Especially
is too
if you're being
short.
rude to me or my peoples, I'm block and remove. Best thing in social media. Period.
You look so. You know what? I'm looking at your Facebook picture, and you look so cute. You look like you bake cookies. I cannot believe you block people.
I'm gonna tell you something.
She like she baked cookies.
I'm gonna tell you something. I will not
I bake
marry
cookies,
a
but I'm
woman
a
unless she
movie
bakes. Is that sexist?
What does that have to do with DJ
Because-
Fusion?
You said it looked like she bakes cookies.
Doesn't it look? She's cute. Look how cute she is.
When a woman bakes, that takes
That was so
time
flattering.
and caring.
Yeah, he wants some. He's hungry.
He
Here's
is.
tomatoes.
I think somebody's trying to get cookies on
So do
phone lines
I.
right now.
I like
He ain't
oatmeal.
talking to
I
me.
like oatmeal raisin cookies.
He invited the wrong guest to be talking about cookies.
Right, I don't
and
cook.
his tomatoes
I can't
sitting
work out
here.
and cook. You can't have booty and cookies at the
Will
same
you
time.
please stop making this show sexual?
But
My
see,
grandmother listens to
this
this
is part
show.
of the reason why you work out, though.
Yes,
Well,
that
that's
is
true.
it.
If you like food enough, you want to make sure that you maintain
Right.
decently.
In all the right places.
Wow.
Like, I'm not going to my old black relative's house during the holidays and eating a kale salad. That's not how it works for
That's
me.
right.
I'm eating all the fake fried everything. I'm eating all
That's
the
right.
potato pie, cakes, and that good stuff. I
said
want to make sure my readings are right by the
And
end.
Daryl's
So,
grandmother has kids, so I'll leave it at that.
But it was only one time for
Your granny has
Wow.
kids, so.
But I tell you what, Mary, again, tell people how to reach you. We really appreciate you taking the time to call us.
No problem. Folks can check out the show via our official website, fuseboxradio.com, FUSEBOXRADIO.com. That has our show archives, a little bit of history about us. If you have dope music, because we do screen music and we don't put on everything, how to submit stuff, interview requests, upcoming events, and all that good stuff. Our official Facebook page is facebook.com/FuseboxRadioShow, one word. Facebook.com/FuseboxRadio is my personal page, which again, I don't mind people joining, just expect a lot of news stories and goofiness. And sometimes arguments. I just look at my page.
You related.
Well, Mary, I tell you what, when I finish the show, I'm going to like 10 of your pictures. So when you wake up, you're going to say, whoa, he's weird.
No, they're
you know,
not, Daryl. That's normal to
I
like
hate-
people's
I hate
pictures.
when
He
somebody
might
does
wake
that.
up and be blocked.
I hate when somebody does that. You know,
Yeah.
you wake up and it's like, whoa, and she went
I
back.
like that.
She went back to one of
I
my
don't
pictures
care.
that came out in the 80s.
That means you are a real
Blocking.
fan. Okay,
Blocking.
not a
Well.
lurker.
I don't know if that's a real fan. Like, if you go back to some, 2007 picture, I'm here like,
You want to see me when I was
Like
Okay.
he had to really go down to find that picture. But okay. But thank you so
me.
much for
Exactly.
calling,
Like-
okay?
no problem. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for
Go,
having me on.
DJ.
You have a great night.
DJ.
All right, y'all too. Peace.
Our featured caller is on the line. Caller, you there? Hello?
This Horizon phones are just out of control.
Yes, I'm here. I was on mute.
Hey, how are you?
Hey,
Please
I'm
say your
awesome.
name and where you're calling from for our listeners.
Awesome. So my name is Dr. Teray Holmes. I am calling from the beautiful city of Shaker Heights, Ohio.
Shaking it
Why,
down.
why do you have to say Shaker? Why couldn't you just say Cleveland?
I had to say Shaker. I had to say.
shake.
You know why I had
Come
to say Shaker? Because I'm literally sitting in Shaker, and you asked me where I was calling from.
Okay, and I know where Shaker is. How are you,
But
Teray?
I am in Cleveland, Ohio. Absolutely.
How are you? You doing okay?
I am doing fantastic. I'm doing wonderful. How are you guys?
We're doing great.
It is great to
thanks.
talk with you again. I've known her for a long time. Some background on Teray. She is an author. She is a speaker. She's a life and master biz coach.
Nice.
Tell people more about yourself, please.
So my name is Teray Holmes. I am a certified transformational life coach and speaker, as well as a master business strategist. I came into business coaching or business strategy by way of coaching on the transformational life coaching side. I have been doing that for quite some time. I started doing it when it wasn't popular to do life coaching. So we're talking about 10, 15 years ago. And as well as being a transformational speaker. And so what happened was I had owned several businesses, and women started coming to me and saying, can you give me some business advice? So I would sit on the phone with folks for 2 and 3 hours just giving them business advice. And I said, you know what? I got to start getting paid for this. So that's how I ended up in both of those areas. But I am originally from Cleveland. I've lived all over the country and outside of the country, Abu Dhabi, Chicago, New York, you name it. I've sort of either traveled there or probably lived there.
Wow. Now, I got a couple questions because I know this is going to get deep here. Of course,
Not because
with
of me.
the topic being health and wellness life coaches, who's your guru?
Oh, my God.
What
Go ahead.
Where are you at, more on the health or the wellness?
It's one and the same for me, health and wellness. I don't think you can have one without the other. You can't be healthy if you ain't well. So I'm really in both of those areas. When I first started speaking, I started speaking on the power of forgiveness. And what I found was that a lot of my own ailments, so when we talk about wellness, a lot of my own ailments, the pains in my body, the stress, the tension I was holding was because emotionally I was not healthy because of things that had occurred, in my life. Growing up, I had both of my parents were addicts when I was growing up, and I was the oldest child. And so I really internalized that physically, and it came out in other ways. So I delve in both of those areas of health and wellness.
Now, Teray, I have checked out your video. We've been friends for a long time. You're best friends with my longtime friend Kelly. I have to say, what's up to Kelly? The other thing is, you spoke about 3 keys to bouncing back faster after a breakup or divorce. I'm going to need this information. I am not going through a divorce yet, but
Daryl, now I'm going to have a talk with you after the show, too. Now, that's
another
2
talk?
things now.
I mean, how many things
got
are we going to talk
3
about?
talks now.
It sounds like he's about to be on punishment.
He is.
I am like pre-divorcing, I'm like checking it out.
Do you know your wife listens to this show, Daryl? Do
And
you
you
want her
know-
to take all your pension money and disappear when you come home all the lights? Do not say that
Oh, well,
about Karen.
why are you saying her name? You just brought everything.
Yes.
So I'll let you guys reprimand him. I'm just going to listen.
Yeah, don't
So you can't give all the keys, but
Nope.
but how do you bounce back faster?
So I must preface it with this because you just jumped right to that. But I am recently divorced, and not even, we'll just say recently divorced. And what occurred is that as a coach, I have a very sort of public persona. I consider myself an online marketer as well. So I found myself working in that area of online marketing and coaching, and a lot of my clients are like in other states and other countries and all sorts of things. And so when I ended up getting married, all of these people celebrated my marriage. And when I was separated, I went silent. I didn't say anything. And so many people who were following me and who had followed my marriage, I was so distraught about the divorce because the marriage was very short. And so I did not know how to communicate that I was separated, because also that period of time was very sensitive. And then once I got divorced, I still didn't know exactly how I was going to say it. to announce it to my audience of women, because I have a global, I have an online presence and an online network as well. Mm-hmm. And I really wanted to start to talk about this because as I was going through my separation and then going through my divorce, my friends and family kept saying to me, "You're doing so well." And I kept saying, "What the hell does that mean?"
Right.
You know, I just didn't get it. And they kept giving me these compliments and saying, "Oh my God, you're just doing, you're doing so much better than I did," or "You're really managing this well," or "You really look good." And I'm thinking, how am I supposed to be looking? How am I supposed to be acting? And so what I found out, Darryl, was that as time went on, I started to realize what it was they were talking about. I had a set of tools that I had been using throughout my life to manage these transitions in my life. And I had a set of tools that I had used to cope with and bounce back from certain things that had occurred in my life. As I told you, both of my parents were addicts as I was growing up. And so there were these tools and then probably just this natural gift that God had given me that I was able to tap to, and that's what people were seeing. And so I went on Facebook Live and I told my divorce story. And when I told my divorce story, it set people free. I had people calling me, texting me, emailing me from all over the world. And I mean literally all over the world. And from that, I created what is now Live and Bounce Back, which is my tour that I'll be going on. And I'm telling you all of this to get to those keys. And so what happened was, when we decided to do this tour, Live and Bounce Back, I realized that there were these keys to bouncing back that I had really mastered and or were just really, really good at. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with women when we do the tour, and I'm going to share at least 3 of them with your audience right now. And the first one is stop surrounding yourself only with people who know where you have been or who are basically where you are right now, but start to surround yourself with people who can relate to where it is you see yourself, where it is that you're going. Right. Okay? And so what I mean by that is that when I was going through this, surprisingly, the people who I leaned on were not really people in my immediate circle. Mm-hmm. I leaned on some people who were more either they already had very healthy relationships, because I needed to hear the healthy part of relationships. I didn't need to hear the fact that, oh, yeah, I've been through that too, and all men are this, or all men. I didn't want to hear that.
Right, because all men are dogs. They are.
I didn't want to hear that,
right.
Because I didn't want that to taint my perception moving forward.
Right.
Because I knew where I wanted to be after this was over. So I surrounded myself with people who spoke life into me. I surrounded myself with people who spoke goodness and who had positive, healthy perspectives on marriage and love.
Now,
so,
I just want to interrupt you there. If you can sneak in one more key, because we got to get out of the studio in a little bit.
Awesome.
And I don't want to. I want to give people so that they can come check you out.
Awesome. Here I go. So the next key is be willing to let go of what the past was for what the future could be. So be willing to let go of what the past was for what the future could be. And so what I mean by that is that so many people are still holding on to what was. They're still angry with their mates. They haven't gotten through it. They haven't done the work. They haven't forgiven. They haven't healed. And you cannot, unless you let go of what the past was, you cannot focus on what the future could be. And that's one of the keys to bouncing back.
Now, Teray, you know as well as I know that 50% of marriages end in divorce. Now,
it's higher than that, Darryl.
Oh, I'm sure. I was just giving the benefit of the doubt.
The 80s
now, I'm going to do this. Now, you're touring around and everything. Why don't you put in a little section for your boy and put your boy on stage? Because here's a key.
So horrible.
Here's a key to
plugging.
Here's a key.
Yes.
Go ahead, Darryl.
What's hard about divorce is the cleanup.
Yes.
The Facebook pictures, because you're taking 150 Facebook pictures of you and this person. Then when you break up, you have to go in there and delete 150. Stop taking so many pictures.
I can't. Right.
Well, Darryl, here's what I say to that. I have not deleted any of my pictures.
Let's just say bullshit to that.
And here's why. Here's why.
Oh, if I'm in a relationship with you and we break up, trust me.
You're going to give it all my pictures.
All the pictures and all the cards that I got you for your little birthdays and happy anniversary. I want the cards back. That shirt that I bought you. Oh, you don't need that. That's my shirt.
So petty. That's petty. You're making it petty.
You're going to go out there and buy some new clothes.
That's petty.
Okay.
Daryl, I didn't
I am so surprised.
All the shea butter that I got you,
don't do it.
Can I ask you a question, Teray?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know who Big Sean is?
Yeah, the rapper.
Okay, so you've been saying it a lot, so let's do this. Are you ready? Last night I took a L, but tonight I
don't know his
Bounce back.
Oh no, Teray! Oh, Teray, you just lost your black card, and you keep saying bounce back.
And I don't even know who's Little Sean. I don't even know.
Big Sean.
Big Sean.
Okay,
Big
Teray.
Sean.
Now you know you're gonna say bounce back. Okay, ready, Sonya? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Last night
Let's
I
go.
took a L, but tonight
I bounce back.
yeah.
I want to get it.
You can't play.
I
Did I get my
bounced
card
back. I bounced back.
No,
Yeah.
Daryl.
I like that.
You got to say it with a little bit of umph.
Bounce back.
Bounce back.
Oh
All
my
right?
goodness.
Did I get my card back?
Yes, we gave it back to you, girl. Yes,
it was never revoked.
represented.
It was never revoked.
Wow.
I was getting worried.
All right.
We did tear the corner off.
Yes. Awesome.
The corner missing.
But I tell you what, Teray, so tell people how they can get in contact with you to find out more about what you're doing. The ladies just got
Yes,
the pins
Teray.
out.
Yes, we want to connect with you, girl.
Yes.
So you can go to my website, and I would say subscribe to my page to stay abreast of everything that's coming up. So the website is TerrayHomes.com. That's Terry without an I. TerrayHomes.com. Terry
that's
without an I.
T-E-R-R-E?
Homes is in Sherlock.
Yep.
Yes, Terre.
Okay.
Homes, Holmes. Subscribe, and that way you can find out where the tours are, where the cities are going to be. Can I say the cities very quickly?
Sure.
Chicago, New York, Cleveland, Dallas, Los Angeles, and Atlanta.
Toledo.
Those are our 6 cities.
You're not coming to Toledo then?
Ohio.
Well, yeah, Toledo will have to come to Cleveland.
That's true.
Do we get discount tickets as your friends?
Why do people always want to hook up?
You gonna hook
They
me up?
always
Yeah.
want the
Yeah.
Now,
Why
me
do
and
they always
Sonya,
want to hook up?
yeah.
me and Sonya can be part of your tour. We're way more interested in Daryl.
No, they're
And we,
not.
Yes.
and we bounce back.
Yes, we do.
Exactly.
They're not more
Back.
interesting, and they don't have as many stories as I had. I've kissed 47 women before I was married. I have stories.
Those wilt lips.
Oh, Teray, I love your picture.
Stop going to
Thank
everybody's
you.
Facebook.
These sisters got it going. Oh, look at her
know.
hair color. That hair color, that is the bomb.
beautiful.
Look, you are
Well,
beautiful.
Thank you. I literally just left a photo shoot, so those pictures will all be coming down in about 3 to 5 days. You guys get ready for this new because I rebranded.
I can't
I'm a
wait
new
to
woman
see.
now.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna
so
see.
much more than what I was.
Did you?
Those pictures look like
nice.
what's
Sun's
that?
out.
Powerful.
Alan
Suns out,
Mills.
buns out.
What was that
Hey.
when we was kids, Teray?
Right.
Alan Mills, remember that?
Olin Mills.
Oh, is it?
How you gonna say that?
I'm joking. They
That's
look
what my
great.
pictures
It's your
look-
granddaddy.
Dang, right.
No. There was I was trying to come up with a Cleveland-based photographer that was very popular when we were a kid. And there was a black one on
That's true.
131st Street.
That's true.
Begin with an
That's
M.
true.
It's
I
no
don't
surprise
remember
you
that
can't
one.
remember his
Yeah,
name.
we all got the Olin Mills.
Oh, I went
wicker
to Sears.
chair
I went to Sears to
portraits.
get my pictures.
Not JC Penney.
A white person took my pictures.
Well, you were over. Well, they.
special.
I'm joking.
I
Teray,
think
it
you're
was
telling the
awesome.
truth.
Awesome talking with you.
Thanks, Teray.
Yes, Teray.
And of
Thank
course,
you, ladies
I'll be
and
talking
gents.
to you
Thank you.
soon.
Awesome.
Okay?
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Very briefly, so we can get out of the studio, I'm going to do my apology.
Okay.
And I want to apologize to the 5 women that would have taken me over 50 women that I've kissed because I didn't kiss them because they were big boned.
You missed out.
Daryl.
They were thick. I was afraid of women back like that back then. I'm okay with them now.
Yeah, you missed out.
I don't believe this right now that you're even apologizing because you didn't get your swerve on with a thick girl.
This is his.
They listened to the show, and you know how you had that. It could have happened, Daryl, but it didn't because you.
I don't know.
I didn't like. I had a thing. I didn't date tall women. I'm 6'5".
Why, when you keep saying things, do you side eye down
I'm
at this
saying-
end of the table?
I'm
He
saying-
said big bone
I'm
and
saying
tall women.
if I'm 6'5" and she's 6'5", then we're gonna have some child that's
Look
7
at you every
feet
time he
tall.
said
does.
white women too.
No, he don't look at. He look at me. He's mocking me when he says white women.
White women, yeah.
But when he said big boned and he said tall, anything big and tall, he
I'm
always
trying
looks
to
at
be
me.
politically correct because that's what we
I'm
called
not
him back
that
then.
tall, though. I'm not that tall.
You came up when you came in the house. You had on the beach heels, and my son said, "Oh my gosh, she's tall.
How
You're
you
tall.
gonna go back?
Brick house.
You're tall." Now,
5 women. Okay.
I'm going to get into the sponsors. We want to thank our sponsors for because we're going to get into the fitness minute. We want to thank Giovanna Boudreau,
Hi,
the founder
Giovanna.
of FitThick. Please check her out for all you
eye
health
down here
conscious
again.
women, all you white women that run around the suburbs all the time, and you black women that want to do that.
You know what? I can't. My mouth is open. I got so much dry air in my mouth right now from looking at you. I can't
Okay,
believe
well, check Giovanna out. Giovanna out. So
I'm sure that's not what she's sponsoring.
what you got? What you got for the fitness minute?
Okay, well, let me first finish up this thing since you were so stuck on the white women that work out and the black women not, that you forgot to give out Fit Thick Girls website.
Dude, please.
Oh,
What
did
is
you
it?
say dude, please?
No, I said do it, please.
Oh, dude, I said dude, please.
No.
Did it sound like he said that?
I don't even talk like
Please comment below if you thought Darryl said dude, please.
He did.
So her website is www.fit, thick, just like it sounds, thick, girls with an S.com, and check out Giovanna's blog. She has fitness tips as well as you can purchase items. It's clothing as well, and it's made for all women. Okay, silky
Nice.
hair, curly hair, natural hair, or no hair. Okay, she's the bomb here. But so
No hair, come see me.
that's right. So I received a question through the podcast, and this person wrote in and said, is there really a difference between brown or white eggs? And they said this question was inspired from our last podcast. So we're going to talk about that, the brown and the white eggs, okay? So I love this question. It's because the general thought is brown is better only when it comes to your foods, okay? Not when it comes to rest and things, but when it comes to your food, we think about brown bread, brown eggs. Anything brown is thought as being more natural, correct? You guys can say yes now.
Yes.
Okay, Darryl, your shoulder hump, I'll take that. So is it true with eggs? White eggs, here it is. You ready? White eggs, guys, are laid by white feathered chickens with white earlobes, right? And you guessed it, brown eggs are laid by chickens with brown feathers and red earlobes. True. So that's why, okay? So there's been a lot of research done to find if there's a major nutritional difference between, the brown and the white, all right? The difference is the taste. That's it. Skip the color and focus on the eggs. They should be U.S. grade, AA, A, or B, and if they have omega-3 or USDA organic if you live in the United States. If not, you still can do that wherever you live at, because they have that, the World Health Organization, and if they've been pasteurized. That's the most important thing. And an extra money-saving tip, don't pay more for hormone-free or antibiotic-free eggs. Guess why? The claim is misleading because none of that is used in producing eggs for human consumption anyway. So save your money and buy, that's what you want to pay. So it don't matter if the chicken is brown with red earlobes or white with white earlobes. Just get your egg on.
Now I'm going to go back for just 1 second.
Okay.
That What the Help said that an egg a day is like smoking 5 cigarettes.
That is incorrect information.
That's what they said.
You can eat
I
it.
stopped
show
watching that
scared a
show
lot
because
of
I didn't want them
people.
to start talking about Ruffles.
And I mean, it
Because I
scared
love
them
Ruffles.
into trying to be vegan and all different type of labels and
Right. And I'm just going to, I want you guys to research that. But the main thing here with the eggs is you want to think about, you can have an egg a day. If you don't have other pre-existing health conditions, you can do that. Now, do you need to have more than 1 egg a day? No. And you can do it where I do 1 whole egg and 3 egg whites. But the center of the egg is where all the nutrition is. So you don't want to skip out on that. There's nothing wrong with eating an egg a day. That is old information that has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
So Darryl, Sonia, what do you guys got going on for the weekend?
my weekend consists of making Sonya Organics, and
Sounds really exciting.
yeah, it's really exciting. Saturdays, we give away food at the Tabernacle for anyone in need.
Oh, okay.
So
Now, what
that's
is the
what I do.
Tabernacle and where is that located?
The Tabernacle is located on Collingwood and Dorr Street.
No, I don't think it's there. I think it's Collingwood and Pinewood.
Collingwood and Pinewood.
I didn't know that. I just read it.
Right. Thanks.
Pastor
I
Sweeney.
think it's 531.
Yeah, I think Pastor Sweeney's, the Sweeneys would appreciate if people went to the right place.
Yeah, and they're going. It's actually happening right now. It close at 7. But if you are in need, every Tuesday we give away perishable, non-perishable food to the community. I wanted to quickly, if I may, give a shout out to my community partners, the Lucas County Land Bank, Bucci Mama, All Juice, who else? Savon. And these are all community partners that's going to help me with the revitalization of our food desert.
People, please go out and support Sonia. We want to thank you for taking the time to be an in-studio
There's no
guest.
free organics, though, if you
Please check out Sonia now. Don't wait until she gets a Cadillac and then support her. People need support before the Cadillac. Always remember that.
Because right now she just got
And
that.
my
She
support-
got the organic bike.
Yeah, exactly. And what I do, I basically,
Now, your bike still got a basket in the front.
and I'm going to put a bell on it, too.
Okay, I knew it.
I'd like to ring your
Daryl, Grandma is listening. Okay.
No, I like those bells.
Didn't you just say your grandma's listening?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't even know why you're taking it there.
What are you doing this weekend, Daryl?
I want to do what they were talking about on Insecure. I want to learn more.
Let's skip that. We're gonna move on from Daryl. I saw that
I don't
last
have a life
episode
either, Daryl.
and she was in between that guy's legs. She got shot in the eye and she was upset. That's where you're going.
That's what
with
they're talking about. That's what the show was about.
this. Well,
Okay.
I don't know, but
I need
that's
to
the part
start
I
watching
got.
TV again.
Are you doing anything else this weekend?
No, I don't
Daryl?
think that's gonna happen. My wife is black. She's very, very black.
So Sonia, also, what's your website, Sonia?
SoniaOrganics.com. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram.
And you know, Sonia is a very ethnic name. It's spelled several ways throughout the world.
Yes.
How do you spell your Sonia?
With an I.
Okay, that's really.
SONIA.
There we go. Sonia and I have known each other since junior high.
Yes.
And so she's never spelled her name completely. So let's move on with the I. What the hell does that mean?
So, what are you taking? What do I get?
We're gonna
What do
move
you
on.
take-
Daryl, you're embarrassing me right now.
I hope you partake in some of these tomatoes.
She gonna
you
give us
brought
the
all these
tomatoes?
things and all I'm gonna get is the tomatoes.
Can we ride your bike?
And the seed. Please take the seed packets home. They're not here for decorations. They are here because everybody in my
Give me
circle
your collards.
Do you have
are growing.
Do you have any products that when you put it on and you blow on it and it warms up?
Actually, I do.
Sorry, you
I
made my
make
gum tissue show up.
edible massage oils.
Okay, all right.
So
No.
you ask, you may you shall
Grandma
receive.
is
Awesome.
listening, Daryl.
Okay, I'm just asking. I
Grandma
don't know what
McCullough.
it does.
But
Grandma
I do.
McCullough.
That's what's so funny.
Okay.
Because he said when you blow on it, it heat up. That's Cirillas, okay?
Or Sonia's.
They're gonna have to be a sponsor because you say their name like every episode.
That's her favorite
Right.
spot.
No,
Wow.
I only ride by. I have a Christian thinking
She's asking
mind.
for a friend.
That's why I act up. So we want to thank everyone for helping us achieve over 700 likes on our Facebook page. Keep liking. We so appreciate it. And over 170 subscribers. You put scribers.
I did not. Will you please ad lib?
Subscribers to our YouTube channel. What I have to work with here, you have no idea. So thanks everyone for showing our posts to your family and friends. Keep that up. And your enemies. Don't forget about your enemies. Keep them closer. Show them stuff too. Also, please subscribe and review our show on iTunes. We would really appreciate that. And if you give us 4 or 5 star review, just like our man earlier today, we will announce your name during the show. I mean, everyone was going to know you. Chris Brown, that, right? Please don't forget to check out our sponsors, Lipson. Did I say that correctly?
Yep, Lipson.
Lipson, Three Kings Clothing, and Podcast Detroit. And don't forget to join us for the National Podcast Power Conference. Get your tickets today, right now, for the best podcaster conference, entrepreneur workshop, and live concert that the Midwest has to offer. Vendors are welcome. Check us out at, get that pin out again, I did 2 W's. www.nationalpodcastpower.com. Okay, power, just like the show. And you can always find us at www.fullcirclepodcastshow.com. And all of our info is there, correct, Darryl?
Yep. Absolutely.
everything, including ordering information about Carmen's new CD and Darryl's latest book. What's your latest book here, Darryl? What you write? What's
It's
up?
a how to please 300 ways to please your.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you
see-
off with that. Darryl doesn't have a latest book right
Really,
now.
there's only
people.
five.
Turn
There's
his
only
mic
five
off.
ways.
Grandma McCullough, I'm sorry. I don't know what Sonia put in these aphrodisiac tomatoes tonight, but we're all having issues here. I'm very sorry. Don't buy her tomatoes. Don't buy her. So again,
That is so funny.
FullCirclePodcastShow.com, including ordering again her CD, and I don't know what Darryl's latest book is. And you can also connect with me there. And you can also email us at FullCirclePodcastShow@gmail.com for questions, comments, sending your questions, health questions, we got them. Or if you want to be a guest or even a sponsor on the show or an episode, you can also check us out on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you, and remember, what? Stand for something. If you have an opinion, what? Use it.
You stay classy, San Diego. No, that's from Anchorman.
That's okay, Darryl. We're going to let you
Okay.
have it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Crime. Let's get it together. Education. Let's get it together. Marriage. Let's get it together. Politics. Let's get it together. Full circle. Poverty. Let's get it together. Race. Let's get it together. Full circle.